Discuss correlation and regression. So, uh, till date, whatever we have discussed, the term was not correlation, something where can somebody use some other terms where we use the word like cooperation. There's another term called cooperation. What else? Coordination. So,
Cooperative.
क्या? Who?
Cooperative.
Cooperation, coordination. So this whenever
Sir,
there is
co-ed.
a yes, co-education, right? Co-education. So whenever we use the term that means see somebody else is coming after Shormishta is late. Uh, that means it is not related with not not for only one person. Whenever there has to be at least two different person to to have coordination, correlation, coexistence, co-education, whatever. Co means it has to have two different identities. At least two different identities has to be there. Now till date whatever we have done, where we were talking about only the values xi. Our concerns with what was like marks runs scored by Virat Kohli in different innings, or marks of students in mathematics in a class, or like wages or salaries of different parts, 100 persons in an organization like that. It's really till now we were dealing with a single variable, that is only xi, and we were trying to find out the mean, median, mode, standard deviation of sub single one variable. Either variable means the values and with some frequencies. So we were trying to deal with this kind of data set. Now we will be dealing with variables where there are two different aspects, xi and yi. Let me explain. Let me explain. Say say I'm writing. Please write along with me. I'm writing the height and weight of 10 students in my class. So xi is the height, yi is weight. Height in centimeter, yi is weight in kg. Okay. So I am writing the data of height and weight of 10 students. So if I am writing 160 centimeter means and 80 kg, that means a particular student whose height is 160 centimeter, his weight is 80 kg. Then second data I am writing 167, 73, 170, 82, 164, 59, 167, 40, sorry, 67, like that. Then what all pasta? Then again xi and yi. So please write the data along with me. 160, 163, 67, 170, 72, 154, 68, 150, 50, uh, 52, and 168, 75, like this. So person 1, first student, has weight, height 160 centimeter and weight 80 kg. Second student has height 167 centimeter and weight 73 kg. Third student, like that. So have you written these 10 values, 10 sets of values, not 10 values, 10 sets of values? So
Yes, sir.
now we are trying to find out what is the correlation. Let's talk about that. But I think somebody has come. As I was saying, till date we have discussed, we were dealing with only either with xi, either we were dealing with only the height of students or the weights of students. Now we are dealing with height and weight together. So Here, our objective is to find out whether there exists any relationship between xi and yi. That is, whether there exists any relationship between height and weight of these 10 students or not. So that thing, that relation is termed as correlation. So whenever we are using the term then there we need at least two different entities, and we are trying to find out the relationship among them. So correlation, CORRELATION, correlation is a measure of relationship between the xi and yi. Now, how this correlation is measured? This correlation is measured by a, a, a value, a statistical quantity called R, which is denoted in small r, and it is defined as covariance xy by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. So this is the how we calculate the value of r, where r is the correlation coefficient between x and y, where in this case the example that we have given, x is the height of the students and y is the weight of the students. We are here our objective is to find out whether there exists any relationship between the height and weight or not. Now let me explain in a different manner. Say suppose, say if
Sir, curve equals to covariance.
Cobb means covariance, right? Covariance. I'll define it in a elaborate manner. But let me explain
Okay, sir.
a little bit further. Now, say in the x-axis, I've drawn this graph. In the x-axis, there is height, height, and in the y-axis, this is weight. So for 10 students, I have plotted this values like, sorry, let me. So for 10 students, I have plotted the values, and uh, and it looks like this. Say for first student, so this is your first data. That means we are turning that as x1 comma y1. Second data is x2 comma y2, and this is 10th data x10 comma y10, because we have taken 10 values. So first value means first student's height is x1 and first student's weight is y1, like that. So it's a two-dimensional figure. If you, so for a particular, as we have done in class 9 10, when we have plotted the point on the graph. So that's how what we are doing. Now here our objective is to find out whether there exists any relationship by looking at the data. Now if we have, say, n, capital N sets of data, and we are plotting the data, and the graph looks like this. So these are, say, n different uh, sets of values, and this diagram is called scattered diagram, SCATTER, scatter diagram. Just plotting the values in x-axis and y-axis, where x represents something and y represents something. In this case, the example that we have taken, x represents the height and y represents the weight. So instead of n, and here n is 10, instead of 10, if we have taken 100 values or all the students of my class, then it would have been something like this. So this is called a scatter diagram. Now if the scatter diagram looks like this, like say if I plot, if the diagram looks like this, so we can see there is a pattern. We can see there is a pattern in this case. So what is the pattern? Who can tell me? The pattern is like this.
And
Yes, tell me.
Sir, line graph.
No, no, line graph is not that. I'm not here. The pattern is as x increases, y also increases. For most, as x increases means this is this side. So if the graph looks like this, then we say x and y are positively correlated. If the graph looks like this, then we say x and y are positively correlated. If I'm saying as x increases, y also increases. If see the graph looks like what happens, the pattern looks like the data set is like this. So here x increases this side and y increases this side. So the pattern is like this: as x increases, as you are going away from origin, that means x is increasing, so you are also going up. That means y is also increasing. As x increases, y also increases. Then we say positively correlated. Positively correlated. X and y are positively correlated. Okay.
Okay,
If
sir.
if it happens the other way around, if it happens the other way around like this, as x increases, y decreases. As x is increasing away from origin, as x is increasing but the value of y is decreasing. Okay, can you give an example, real life example, as give an example of x and y, so that as x increases, y decreases.
Sir, car and petrol. If
Sir,
the
demand
petrol
and supply.
prices increases,
If the petrol price
the
increases,
the demand for the car decreases.
demand for the car decreases. Yes, it could be possible. It could be possible. It could be possible. Yes, somebody else wants to say something different. Price and demand, not demand and price. Price, as the price increases of a particular thing, the demand generally decreases. But the demand, as the demand increases, what happens to the price?
Increases.
Most of the up to certain extent, as the demand increases, price also increases. But after a
Yes, sir.
certain point of time, maybe it falls. It falls. But yes, so that is an example of, this is called negatively correlated. Negatively correlated. Either x increasing, y decreasing, or x decreasing, y increasing. That also be negatively correlated. It could be drawn this way also. Like the pattern is like this and like this. Okay?
Yes, sir.
As x decreases, y increases. That is also a negatively correlated. Negatively correlated. Something is increasing, the other one is decreasing. And here it is x increases, y decreases. So this is called negatively correlated. Negatively correlated. And if no such pattern can be found, if no such pattern can be found, like whether you cannot determine whether it is increasing or decreasing, then that will be termed as a uncorrelated or no correlation. No correlation. So can you give an example, real life example of
Sir,
uncorrelated
scattered
things?
diagram and
Yes?
sir, scattered diagram and uncorrelated are they
No,
same?
no. Scattered diagram is generalized. All these are scattered diagrams. All these are scattered
Okay.
diagrams. Whatever I have
The
drawn, all these are scattered
uncorrelation
diagrams.
means they don't have any connection with each other, right?
Yes. No
Like
correlation means like
butter and coffee, they don't have any connection with
what
each
what
other. Butter and
but
coffee.
no, butter and coffee, no. You can say demand of butter and demand of coffee.
The
Butter
coffee,
and
yeah,
coffee.
demand.
Yes. You can say the amount of brain cells you have and the size of your shoe. That can be of no correlation. It does not mean as your length of your leg increases, your brain also develops like that. So there is no correlation, uncorrelated things. But here we have taken something, the example where we have taken uh, height and weight. Generally, we understand that as the age grows, your height also grows and weight, height and weight grows together simultaneously, but up to a certain extent. Okay, somebody has come, so let's. So R denotes the measure of correlation, and that is denoted by correlation coefficient. So measure the how X and Y is interrelated. For that we use this term R, which is correlation coefficient. So correlation coefficient is the measure of correlation, and that is defined as I have already defined, covariance x comma y by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. And what is the definition? What is covariance? If you remember, we have although we haven't defined variance, so variance of x can be defined as, variance of x is nothing but standard deviation of x square. So that is variance of x. So in other words, you can write variance of x is equals to summation xi square by n minus x bar whole square, x bar square. Because if you take the square root of this becomes the standard deviation. So variance of x, Vx, is this. Now how, whenever we are using the term co, or if you have remember that there is another general definition of variance, that is summation xi minus x bar square whole square by n. That is the definition of variance of x. If you simplify from here to there, you can achieve that. If you can simplify this particular formula, we can get this particular formula, because this is the formula that we use to calculate the variance or standard deviation, whatever the case may be. But instead of Vx, if Vx is summation xi minus x bar whole square by n, I am repeating again. So covariance, so you can see there is two multiplication. One is xi minus x bar whole square, means xi minus x bar into xi minus x bar. So covariance xy is defined as summation xi minus x bar into yi minus y bar. Not much space. Let me write again. So covariance xy is defined as summation xi minus x bar into yi minus y bar by n. So that is how we define covariance xy, because covariance means one is x, another is y, and variance means both of them are x. So both of them are x, was xi minus x bar into xi minus x bar. That is why it was xi minus x bar whole square. So for covariance, one is x and another is y. So that is how we use that is the definition of covariance xy. In fact, if you simplify this covariance xy, it can be simplified very easily as, this is the formula that we'll be using, summation xi yi, xi into yi by n minus x bar into y bar. So what is x bar? What is x bar? And what is y bar? Who can tell me what is x bar and what is y bar?
Mean.
Obviously, x bar is mean of x. By this time, I hope you have understood the notations. X bar means mean of x, y bar means mean of y. So we write the formula for R in a mathematical notation, the simplified form of R. In fact, this is what we will be using, is equals to summation xi yi by n minus, are you writing, all of you students? X bar
Yes,
into
sir.
y bar by standard deviation of x is summation xi square by n minus x bar square into root over summation yi square by n minus y bar square. So that is the calculation, that is the formula for x bar which we use to calculate correlation coefficient.
Yes, sir.
So if you can simplify this further, we can write this as, so you can simplify this further, r equals to summation xi into yi by n. Now what is the definition of x bar? Is summation xi by n, that is the definition of x bar. And
Yes,
what
sir.
is the definition of y bar? Is summation yi
By n.
n. And down in the denominator it is summation xi square by n minus bracket summation xi by n whole square into summation yi square by n minus summation yi by n whole square. And there are several simplifications can be possible, so I'm not going into the details. We will stick to this. We will stick to this particular, these two formula, the previous one, and actually those two are this one and the previous one. Actually same thing I'm writing in a different manner. Same thing I'm writing in a different manner. So now what we will do, we will use this formula to calculate the correlation coefficient. Acha, before going into that calculation part, let us write some properties of R. Have you written this formula? All of you have written?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the value of R lies between -1 and +1. The value of R lies between -1 and +1. So for a data set, if you get a value something beyond that, that means your calculation is wrong. Now, if the value is near about +1, if the value of R is near about +1, then we say it is highly positively correlated. Highly positively correlated. Near about plus means 0.8, 0.9, 0.85 like that. If it is plus 0.85 plus 0.9, then we say this they are highly correlated, highly positively correlated. And if it is near about -1, that means minus 0.9 like that, then we say it's highly negatively correlated. Highly negatively correlated. And if it is there around 0.6, 0.5 plus 0.6, 0.5, then moderately positively correlated. And if it is minus 0.5, minus 0.6 like that, then it is moderately negatively correlated. And if the value is around 0, the value of R, if it is around 0, then we say there is no correlation. That means 0.1, 0.05, minus 0.05, minus 0.08, 0.02, minus 0.03, like this kind of value, near 0 values, we say they are uncorrelated. These two quantities x and y are uncorrelated. So according to the value, we will interpret how x and y are correlated. Okay. So the given data that we have is xi in here. Xi is the height of the students in centimeter, xi is in centimeter, and yi is in kg. So I have given 10 for 10 different students, I have given their height and weight. So here our objective is to find out whether there exists any relationship between the height and weight of these 10 students or not. So for that, what we will do, we will calculate the correlation coefficient of these values. So for correlation coefficient, we have already written down the values, 10 sets of values. In my board, I can write only 6, but all of you have written 10 sets of values. Then we have to calculate. All the problems of statistics will be done using tables. So for correlation coefficient, we have to calculate 5 different columns. So xi and yi are already given. Then what we require is xi into yi. That's the third column. Then we need xi square, and finally we need yi square. So these are the 5 columns we need. So xi yi means xi into yi. So 160 into 80. That means 12800. তাই তো 160 into 80 না কত হয়?
Yes, sir.
6 into 16 short actually
So 12,
One two
say
one
12,
9 1.
800.
12800. That's what I've written. Yes. And xi square means what is xi square? Xi square means 160 square.
Yes, sir.
So
So it is 25,600.
25600. And yi square is 80 square means 6400. So this way, please calculate the whole table and then add all the 5 columns. Add all the 5 columns. Complete this table and add all the 5 columns. I'll come back in 5 to 10 minutes. Okay? Please calculate all the 5 columns. Let's check how much you have got because we have to proceed further. So what is summation xi? How much you have got? Summation xi?
1633, 1633.
1633. Summation yi? Summation yi
95.
is 695. Isn't it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then summation xi yi? Anybody?
113829.
Yes, 113829. I have also got that. 118329. Summation xi square.
Sir, calculating.
Please calculate and summation
67084.
again 267084.
4.
267084. I have got
Yes, sir.
267083. How?
Oh.
I don't know.
So I also got
Yes, sir.
2083. I also got 267083.
083. I have got
Then I think I have
267,083. So,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
so 267,083. I have got 267,083.
Okay, then.
So
I have made mistake, I think.
267,083. And what about summation yi square?
Four 49049.
49.
49049. I have also got
Yes, sir.
that. 49049. Right. As you can see again, this is what we have discussed in the last class. See the volume, the value of the numbers are really quite big. We can do something here also. We will discuss that later. But let's first finish this. So everybody, please write down these values, summation xi. So as I have said, all the columns after multiplication and addition. So these are the values. Now our job is to put the values in proper place in the particular formula of R. So you have written all the values. So you have written all the values. So let's calculate R. So let's calculate R equals to, so R is summation xi yi by n. So summation xi yi is 113,829, isn't it? 829 by 10. N is 10. Here n sets of values are there. Okay? Everybody is listening? Then x bar, y bar.
Yes, sir.
X bar is summation xi by, that is 1633 by 10 into 695 by 10. Everybody see the formula. We are just using the formula that we have already written. We have already calculated the values and we are just putting the value in the formula. Okay? That is, numerator is done, and in the denominator root over. So root over is summation xi square, that is 267,083 by 10 minus x bar square. X bar square means minus 1633 by 10 whole square. তাই তো? Into second
Yes,
part
sir.
is, I don't have much space, so summation yi square is 49049 by 10 minus 695
695
by
by
10
10 whole
whole
square.
square. Right, and now you calculate 695 by 10. Mind that this whole is under the root. This whole part is under the root. So please calculate. This is 695 by 10. That means 69.5 square. So 1633 by 10 is, it's pretty simple. So what we get here, simplified with a, we can write that as 11382.9 minus 163.3 into 69.5. That's simply, the numerator is very simple. A denominator calculation is a little tricky maybe. So please try. Please calculate quickly, as quickly as possible if you can calculate. I'm giving you 3 minutes. With all the, I'll just recheck with all the students that in the denominator, the first part, it comes at root over 41.41, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And the second
Yes,
part
sir.
comes as root over 74.65 under root
Yes, sir.
74.65.
Yes, sir.
So after that,
Yes, sir.
if you put all the values comes as r equals to 0.603.
33.55. Yes.
So that is the correlation coefficient. So whatever, so that means the interpretation is the data that we have got about these 10 students, the height and weight for these 10 students are positively correlated, and their correlation is, the value of the correlation is 0.603. Whatever, that means it's quite not very highly correlated, but quite simple. I mean, there is some quite good correlation between them. That is the interpretation of the result. Now, as you can see, these values are quite big. So we can also use, in this case, we can use the change of origin. We can use. So, and as we have said, that by change of origin, the standard deviation does not change. So the value of r also does not change by change of origin. So I'll just show you the calculation a little bit, and then I'll finish the class today. So xi, sorry. So our original values. So let me write again. So xi and yi was our original values. So I'm writing 160, 80. Please do along with me again. 167, 80, 73, then 170, 82, okay, and then 167, 67,
So 164.
no, 167, right.
Sir,
164, 59.
164, 59.
I
Yes,
missed.
sir.
So 164, 59. Doesn't matter whether I write it earlier, later, doesn't matter. Okay? Doesn't matter. Yes, I have missed that, but I have written. And the others. I'm not writing all of them. So here we will try to check what happens if I change the origin. Now please listen very carefully what I'll do. So I'll, for change of origin, what I'll do, xi is equals to small xi minus a, and yi, capital Yi is small yi minus b. So that is the change that will make. So a and b are two constants. I don't have much space. Capital Yi is small yi minus b. Okay, please listen what I'm saying. Now for a and b, we will choose a from xi in the column xi. Now if you choose any one of the value as xi, hello, are you following? Choose any one of the value as
Yes.
Yes,
xi.
sir.
It's better to choose that value which is repeating. It is better to choose that value which is repeating. So which one we choose as a?
167.
167.
167.
We can choose
Yes,
167 or we can choose 170 also, because
yes,
170 is occurring two times, 167 is also occurring. Yes, let's okay, you people choose 167. I am choosing 170 as a, and I will also calculate. And in column yi also,
sir, 170 is not appearing
Re-
two times.
Yes,
Exactly.
sir.
yes, it is appearing 160.
No, sir.
No, sir. 170 is not appearing.
Yes, 160, 167, 170, 164,
No,
167,
sir, 16. Sir, 160, 167, then again 160.
কি সব বলছে?
Oh, no, sir, no, sir. 170, 170. Yes, sir.
দেখি
Okay, okay.
170,
I am fully getting.
164, 167, 163, 170 again. There are two 170s.
Yes, sir, yes,
Check
sir.
your
Yes, sir.
data. What are you saying? I am looking at that. I have copied. I have written the data. You have it. So I have written in my copy also. So
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I was wrong.
no,
Yes, sir.
you can choose anyone. You can choose anyone, but that data which is repeating itself, if you choose that, the calculation will be a little bit simplified. And in the yi column, you can choose 67 as b.
Yes, sir.
You can choose 67 as b and repeat the same steps and calculate. See what happens. So I will. So we have chosen, I have chosen 170 as A and 67 as B. So that means in this case it becomes minus 10, then it becomes minus 3, then it is 0, then it is again minus 3, then it is minus 6, and yi 67 I have chosen as B. So this is 13, then it is 6, then it is 82 minus 67 is 15, then it is 0, and it is 59 minus 67 is minus 8, like that. So please continue doing it and calculate. See how the calculation becomes simplified. We will try to complete. So we have chosen, I have chosen 170 as A and 67 as B. So that means in this case it becomes minus 10, then it becomes minus 3, then it is 0, then it is again minus 3, then it is minus 6, and yi 67 I have chosen as B. So this is 13, then it is 6, then it is 82 minus 67 is 15, then it is 0, and it is 59 minus 67 is minus 8, like that. So please continue doing it and calculate. See how the calculation becomes simplified. We will try to complete. I am not doing with so if so what is the value, what is summation capital XI you have got. বলো কেউ একজন।
Sir, doing it.
Summation XI, summation capital YI, summation capital XI into YI, summation capital XI square and summation capital YI square. I don't think it would have taken so much of time.
Sir, 561. Sir,
Which one?
summation xi square.
Summation XI square is 561. What about summation capital XI?
Yes, sir. Sir, doing it.
Please, somebody else say something. Summation xi, summation yi, because it's different from my values, so I cannot clarify that. Hello, please, students, tell me. It's 561. Summation xi square is 561. Somebody said.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
561. As a calculation copies, me and Nikita, we have done the same. So we are putting our values and you put your values. So R is summation xi yi. What is the value? Is 168. Isn't it, Nikita?
Yes, sir. 168.
168 by 10 minus summation xi is minus 67. Isn't it? So minus
Minus-
67 by 10 into 25 by 10. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Or then square root of summation xi square is 863 for us by 10 minus x bar square is 60 plus minus 67. ওটাকে স্কোয়ার করলে একই হবে, so I'm not putting the minus.
Sir, I got my answer.
So I hope you got the same answer. You have to be. It has to be. 0.603 you got?
Sir, 1.88.
না হতেই
No,
পারে।
sir.
কিছুই ক্যালকুলেশন গন্ডগোল করেছো, শিওরলি ক্যালকুলেশনে গন্ডগোল করেছো। চেক sign you have made a mistake in the sign. I'll just give me a minute. I'll
Yes, sir.
write my values first. Then yi square is 809 by 10 minus 25 by 10 whole square. Nikita, please calculate this. This is for our formula. And please, others, tell me your values. What is the value
Sir,
of summation?
0.91.
No, 0.91 কি
Zero-
করবে? একই অঙ্কের
Zero-
দুটো answer হবে। It will be 603. For you people, please write. আমি বলছি। Please write the value of summation xi yi কত পেয়েছো তোমরা বলো?
227.
Sir, 227.
Minus 37.
No, sir. Xi
227.
yi is 227.
xi yi is 227. What about
Yes,
others?
sir.
So
Yes, sir, yes,
here
sir.
it will
Yes,
be 227 minus summation xi is how much? You have got is
Minus 37.
so minus.
Sir, minus 37.
So
Minus
this,
37.
So this will be plus. This will be added actually. So this is 37 minus 37 by 10.
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ, আর নিচেরটা এই 863 ভ্যালুটা শুধু চেঞ্জ হবে।
Yes, sir.
কত এখানে 863 জায়গায় কত আছে তোমাদের?
561.
560.
561.
So put the values and calculate. See how.
So I
Yes,
got
sir.
my answer.
Huh? It has to be same. It has to be 0.603. It has to be. I'm doing my calculation, and so in the denominator we are getting root over 41.41 into root over 74.65, and then in the numerator what you get? Your values were কত ছিল বলো? Your values were 167 না কত? How much was the value? One বলো? Tell me the values. Hello. Summation xi yi কত ছিল বলো ভ্যালুটা?
ও summation xi yi ছিল যে 227.
That 227 was the value. Others?
Yes sir.
So 22.7.
The summation was the
So 227 by 10 is 22.7. Then plus why plus?
3.7 into 2.5.
3.7 into 2.5, right? I think so. 3.7. So 22.7 plus 3.7 into 2.5 is equals to 31.95. So in the আচ্ছা নিচের দিকটা তাহলে কি হলো? Some mistake. Must be some mistake. There must be some mistake. আমি কিন্তু পেয়ে গেছি উপরেরটা। I have got
স্যার ডিনোমিনেটরে তো ফার্স্ট এর রুটটা আলাদা রয়েছে আমার।
তোমাদের আমারটা একই হয়েছে। ও তোমাদেরটা সরি হ্যাঁ আমাদেরটা একই হয়েছে। বলো তোমাদেরটা কি হয়েছে? বাই ডিনোমিনেটর ফার্স্ট রুটটা কি হয়েছে বলো?
স্যার স্যার বলছি ওটা
ভ্যালুটা কত
হচ্ছে
ছিল বলো? ভ্যালুটা কত ছিল?
56.1 প্লাস
Just wait. 31.9.
স্যার 69.79.
What was the value of summation xi square you have got? Summation xi square?
561.
Huh?
561.
So
561.
56.1 minus your
Yes sir.
xi xi has 3.7 তাই তো?
Minus 37.
Minus
So sir
that.
minus 37.
It's not minus. If
হ্যাঁ
you square it, it will become plus. So minus 3.7 square. So that is
minus.
no. It has
Yes
to
sir.
be
Yes sir.
there is some calculation
Yes sir.
mistake. I think there is some calculation mistake. You see, I am getting that 56.1. I think it will be 42.41. It is coming. And what about the other one? It is coming as 42.41.
Yes, sir.
And what about the other one?
It is coming 74.65. 65, sorry.
74.65. So if you calculate this, so what you get? 74.65 is equals to this. So if you square root the whole, did you get 0.603? I am getting 0.603. It has to be 0.603.
Yes, sir. It's 0.60.
Yes, 0.603. Shormishta got it. It has to be. Because put the values in proper place and calculate correctly. That will be the final. So today we'll stop here. If you don't get it, just put the values in the correct place and do it. But this correlation is quite simple, not at all difficult. So I think you can do it very simple. Just remember the formula and put it in the proper place, correct place. That will be sufficient.